Right, here we go. Oh God, I'm absolutely buzzing. What is this? Week 16. Welcome to week 16. Right. I should add some fucking. I should add some balloons or some sort of stripper or something like that. Is yeah, a real celebration this week. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right. There's my mind's just running away. So need to update the Excel spreadsheet, and I done the fatigue resistance test yesterday. Oh yeah, feeling it from this week. Physically tired, right? Mentally, I'm a bit like all over the place. But yeah, feeling really good, like really good. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Let's the Excel. We'll do the Excel, right? Right. So here we go. This is the week 6 of this 8 week cycle, the hardest week of them all. 180 was the target, and yeah, everything's in the plus. So I reached the target, which is the most important thing. Very happy with that. That's the furthest distance I've actually ridden on consecutive days. It's yeah, like I said, I'm absolutely buzzing. As far as work goes, um, like the first 2 days were well. Monday's always a good day because you're fresh from the weekend. Tuesday it starts to, like, physically you're starting to fall apart a bit, and then Wednesday is always the day when you're feeling it the most, right? And yeah, for some reason, I just wasn't really getting jobs. Um, Maybe I've done too much on these 2 days here. I don't know. I don't know what the reason was. I'm not really bothered, to be honest. Thursday went out. Maybe I think it was something like 3 or 4 hours. I was out and I'd only done one job, which is totally out of character. It's not the norm, right? Um, it was I was spending a lot of mental energy thinking, where can I get jobs from, right? Um, and I didn't have that much energy, so Friday I was just out for a ride, and yeah, that was basically it. So as far as jobs go, maybe I've been sacked. I don't know. Find out next week. Um, but yeah, the most important thing, like I said, the distance. The distance is a real achievement. Hitting the target, yes. Proper win. Right. This is the fatigue resistance test. Okay. Now, for me, because it's different for everyone. I think I've said this before, right? Is I do like 3 hours, okay? 3 hours at um, 150 to 190, 150 to 190 watts, so somewhere around there. And cadence is 80, 80 to 90 RPM, okay? So that's what I do, and then three hours is the length of time that I would do that for. After the 3 hours, we bump up. I say we, like referring to myself in the plural, like there's more than one. Um, After 3 hours, I bump up and do, what does it go to? What is 212, 212 to 250, something like this. Cadence 85 to 95, okay? And the idea is to you're basically during the first phase, okay, you're basically draining your body's energy, okay, at a power output that doesn't necessarily kill you, okay, not kill you, but like it's not too much, okay, of an effort, right? Then you jump up, okay. So when your body's depleted, that's when you need to see how long you can last for at a higher output. So the test is trying to resist fatigue, okay, trying to still perform when after your body's tired, okay. Now the difference for me is I'm doing this whole test off the back of like working, okay. Monday to Friday I'm out and I'm riding and I'm working, and then I jump on this jump on the indoor bike and do the test, okay. So I'm already fatigued, right? Even at the start point I'm already tired, okay. Like for anyone that does this, you really, even just to start doing it, you question yourself. Like you really have to have a chat with yourself and say like, why am I doing this? Like why? Let alone fucking hell. Let alone doing it for 3 hours and then pushing yourself harder. It's a real mental fight, right? But anyway, right. Let's look at these. So we've got time in seconds at the bottom, right? After I've chatted a load of shit there, and then what's on the I forget which axis that is, whatever it is. Green was the last one that I did, 21st of what does that say, February something, and then 13th of March, 14th of March even, in black, right? Now the week that I had there, I was doing 160 kilometers each day, and then this is 180. So there's a difference between the two. Okay, so we can see that the start is more or less the same. This is the golden bit. Yeah, is what happens after the 3 hours. We don't really, as far as the data goes, we don't really care about that. We concentrate on this bit. And you can kind of see that they're more or less. There's a bit of a there is a bit of an increase on from the what was that, 21st, okay. So yeah, you could say, and then I completely collapsed. You can say, not you could. Data doesn't lie. That I was pushing out slightly more power, right? Next one, heart rate, right? Same time frame, same colours for dates. We've got the beats per minute here, and like I said, I was tired. I was I was so tired and sore. My body was in pain, right? And this is the start. This is the difference, right? When we talk about fatigue, how much extra energy your body has to create to do the same thing, right? 160 kilometers each day for 5 days, and then jump on the bike and you're pushing steady for the first section at 100 beats per minute. Yeah. Now doing the same, because we were pushing out the same amount of power, don't forget, I said we again. um, but I'm almost 20 beats per minute more, right? So I'm already in a physically in a hole, right? That's how it starts. But the interesting, the really interesting thing is that the heart the heart rate goes down as the time goes on. So fuck knows. I don't know. I don't have the education to explain what the fuck was going on here. Um, Started off really high, not really high, but high, yeah, and then just gradually goes down. I mean, I remember when I was doing it. It was after about the first hour. This is in seconds, so I don't even know what an hour is in seconds. Um, After the first hour, I would estimate it's probably around here. Um, I was feeling like really quite good. Okay, I'm gonna say. In a rhythm. I was in a rhythm, and I was really getting into it. It's just that first section was really tough. And then yeah, after that, I'm gonna say this is the hour. I don't know. It looks like about an hour. Once you get into it, I mean, the heart rate is pretty much mirror. Well, not pretty much. Well, almost the same, right? And then we get into the meat of it. Yeah, the when we have to push. Yeah, when we have to go. So jump to 212 to 250 from 150 something. Instantly, my body doesn't like it. Yeah, it just jumps straight away. Whereas the last one, it's like kind of a more controlled rise. This one is like straight away. My body's going, fuck you know, what are you doing? Um, and then stays around 140. Yeah. Uh, was there another one? Yes, right. So this is the table. I can't remember whether I've done this or not. So we got the previous one, which was in February, 21st of February, and then the one that I did yesterday, 14th of March, right? So the average power is more or less like doing 2/3 of a watt less this one compared to this one, yeah, on average. All of this is for after 3 hours, okay? So doing slightly less power, right? Um, the beats per minute is higher, yeah, on average, 6 beats per minute higher than the previous one. Cadence was spot on, exactly the same average, right? And then the duration, 100 seconds more. And let's not forget, right? The biggest thing about this, I mean, this is good, right? That I'm lasting longer, right? But the biggest thing is what I did prior to this. So 160 watts, 160 kilometers for a week, and then 180. So I did 20 more. That's 100 kilometers more in a week. Um, and then after 3 hours of pushing, of draining my body, yeah, I'm able to put out, on average, the same amount of power. Of course, that there's a slightly higher cost, but for longer. I mean, we're talking seconds here, 100 seconds. What's that? A minute and 10 seconds. Yeah. Like I said, I should have had fucking balloons or something, like a big chocolate cake or something like that. I'm loving this. This is a real win. Okay. Right, so there we go. Like real evidence, yeah, that that my body's adapting to what is it adapting to? Like it's getting stronger. I'm asking more of it, and it's saying, okay, let's do it. Yeah, of course, there's a cost, right? Cost as in like I feel tired, right? But I'm able to do more, and that's the most important thing. Yeah. So next week is we're not fully celebrating at the moment. Next week is the deload week. Okay, active recovery, right? So still going out, still working. We're going to be doing there is only one of me, but I keep saying we as in the plural we, right? 50% of the ceiling is what I'm going to be doing. So half days, like proper half days. So that's going to be 90 kilometers, 90 kilometers each day. Now the trick is that I still need to. It's not just go out, but just recover, right? Eating properly, eating good food is so important. This week I've dropped a kilo, so the last thing that I want to do is fuck around with what I'm eating and then have some sort of metabolic crash halfway through the week and be crying in bed that I can't go out. So I still need to carbohydrates, protein are protein probably more important for me anyway. I'm finding that I mean, yes, you can eat carbs. Carbs are good. They give you the energy, but protein is what helps your muscles recover, right? Hydrate, water, and electrolytes as well. All these things so important to heal what I've done. So the final week is next week. Keep it together, and this whole thing has been this cycle, right? This training cycle has been a real win as far as increasing distance, being able to put out more power, dealing with fatigue. They're all real important things for what I want as a endurance cyclist, right? Not just endurance, like ultra. This is getting really deep into it. But anyway, yeah, that's it. Let's go, right? Next week, easy, no problems.